Okay, so do we want to talk about Digimon Savers, episode 18? The one where they break into the Big Bad's lair and it is very over too quickly.
No, I don't.
Okay, so
Joking.
moving on to Ghost Game.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
I feel like, do we want to just get to the most interesting part of this episode just immediately?
Yeah, they fight Ikuto and Gatsumon some more, and Gatsumon has finally revealed his hand to Ikuto, and it's like, yeah, I'll kill you too if you're in the way. In fact, he's trying to kill him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. He questions if he's a human. Merukimon reassures him that he doesn't reassure him that he is a Digimon. He says that he is a Digimon warrior.
And you know what? That's good enough.
That's good enough for him. And so they go to fight. And then Gatsumon captures the old man. And he's like, I will break his neck or something if you try to attack me.
I would be terrified of having a small rock man get me in a chokehold.
To be fair, yeah. Although I like that the old man's just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, it's like, we learn what the deal is, and that's the main thing in this episode. It's like, okay, Merurymon is actually sending Digimon to the real world. I was wrong about that. I thought it was just like a weird coincidence or something because they used the portal. But no, he actually is sending them to the world to attack.
Because apparently the humans attack them first.
Yeah, and not only did the humans attack first, they have a way to actively stop Digimon from being reincarnated by absorbing all the data. And we see this shot.
Not absorbing. He says that they destroy it.
Yeah, it's hard to say if it's destruction or absorption. It just says there's nothing left. If I remember right. I don't think he specifies. He's just like, yeah, there's not even a shred of data left. And you see this shot, and you see, like, what seems to be military dudes with data guns, just backed by a squad of spoilers that I totally got spoiled on in the card game, that are actually a really cool archetype that I'm enjoying right now. And boy, that spoiled the heck out of me with something I don't even know about yet.
I honestly can't tell what I'm looking at. I don't actually know.
So, because it's not really a spoiler, I will say these things are Gizumon. They are a new Digimon, unique and original to the series.
Seems like it, because I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever shown up in anything else again outside of, like, the card game, of course. And boy, based on the spoilers from that, that's gonna get interesting real fast.
This thing's rookie level?
Yeah, this thing's rookie level. But it's like, from what I understand, it's like a weird artificial Digimon or some bullcrap. So it's like, ranks kind of don't mean as much for this.
Yeah, apparently it's only shown up in one other thing, and that's whatever Digimon Heroes is. It seems like it's a card game.
Yeah. I know in the card game it goes up to ultimate, and the ultimate level has like 10,000 attack, which is like bordering on mega power. So whatever this thing is, it's probably pretty dang strong, and like pretty dang effective at what it does. Like, weirdly the gimmick is that it's like, when you play the card, you can delete a Digimon of the same rank to reduce the play cost. So it seems like the implication is it, like, absorbs the data to, like, be created and to form.
Interesting.
And, like, each time one of them dies, you, like, play them, like, you take them from your trash, like, a set number of them, put them on the bottom of your deck, and you can play the next stage from your trash. And they have a bunch of effects for, like, like, drawing cards and then trashing them from your hand to just, like, keep stockpiling your trash with Gizumon so you can fight recklessly and have these things keep dying and powering up so that they can, like, trash more cards on play and keep searching your deck so that when Spoiler gets on the field, then, you'll have all the things you need to do that combo effectively, and, they can just trash it and activate effects off of that, and, like, because you destroyed your Gizumon, you get to play the next thing, and it's just a whole cool cycle that keeps going. Really neat playstyle. I really dig it a lot. That also means I, like, know what the villain looks like, and oh boy, that sure is a character. That sure is a name and a character design, and an effect that implies very specific things. Oh, man. But yeah, so this is gonna be interesting. I feel like we're finally gonna get into the real, like, meat of the series now. Like, not that we haven't been getting good stuff before, but it's like, I feel like we're going to start getting, like, bigger, like, like, higher stakes stuff going on. Oh, he's a scumbag, a real piece of shit. Awesome, fantastic.
Good.
Listen, knowing Digimon, I trust that when people say this guy's a scumbag, they don't mean he's crossing, like, a line or anything. He's probably gonna be the fun type of scumbag that you love to hate. Oh, man. So, yeah. Oh, boy. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, yeah.
So yeah, there's just fighting happening, and then the old man's just like, hey, take me to Merukimon, I want to talk to him.
Yeah, they have a whole thing, like, Masaru punches Merukimon in the face, and he, like, gets the data fist, and Merukimon's like, oh, that data charge in your fist, I've seen that before. He's like, yeah, it's just like, with, like, so-and-so. And Masaru Dan's like, oh, wait, what? You know my dad? And he's like, wait, that's your father? So it implies that Masaru's dad also does the Digi-Soul Punch thing.
Which is pretty sick.
Yeah. All I know is that in the card game, Masaru's dad has an attack value as a tamer and he has blocker, so I assume he's really cool. I assume he's really cool and really good at either dying and or defeating Digimon. Probably dying. His partner is a Leomon. Oh, man. But yeah, so we have the big thing. Old man reveals his Digimon, which I know I mentioned before because card game spoilers, but yeah, Kamemon. like how he was like, out up to answer you, dude, you brought it up. Yeah, we did this little turtle, and evolves into Guapamon, and he's just a chill little guy. I really like, yeah, I really like this little sequence, because he evolves him into Guapamon, and, like, immediately I'm like, okay, there's no way this guy's little Guapamon is gonna beat freaking Merukimon, and he doesn't. He just breaks the pillars to cause a cave-in, and uses that to get everyone out of there as it distracts him. And it's like, okay, yeah, I like that, Old man's actually smart, and he's like, yeah, we don't win this battle, I'm evolving so I can do something else so we can, like, run away.
Yeah, this is after Masaru, Toma, and Yoshino have their Digimon in ultimate forms, combine all their attacks, and blast Merukimon, who's just like, oh, you managed to hurt me a little bit. And then he fires a giant blast back at them and de-digivolves all of them.
Yeah, that's another thing I really appreciate, because it's like, we've seen before situations where it's like, alright, it's 3 ultimates versus like a mega or whatever the crap. And it's like, okay, yeah, you have 3 of like a lower form and you're like fighting a higher form. With tamers and like the right setups, you can do damage. Like that becomes fairly possible.
Yeah, not a lot of damage. He's still a mega, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't become likely, but at least that's enough for them to have a fighting chance. So when it happens, you're like, okay, is this going to be a situation where they actually kind of like pull through and at least like find to a bit of a standstill? And it turns out, no, they can't. They get wrecked hard. And that raises the stakes. And it's like, okay, yeah, Mercurymon's no one to mess with. He's like actually still really strong and dangerous. Like, even with our power-ups, he is too much for us right now.
Theoretically, if they avoided getting hit and just kept blasting him all at once.
Yeah. If they just were, like, avoiding all his attacks and they hit him with all their attacks, eventually they'd win, I think. Dude, just Kai-Hi-Ha's them. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
You know what? No, they use, was it Fish Buster or Buster Cannon? Yeah. Because he just holds his hands out like this and just shoots the blast, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's basically the end of Burning Attack minus the Sword Slash.
Well, the sword slash isn't part
No,
of Burning
wait,
Attack.
yeah, that's the start of it. Yeah, I'm misremembering. Alright, I think that is Buster Can, isn't it? Yeah. Final Flash.
Buster Cannon, Finish Buster. Yeah, those are both Trunks moves.
Yes. Listen, who says Trunks can't use Final Flash?
He does at some. Oh no, he uses Gallic Gun, I think.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
But I mean, Final Flash. All those energy blasts are it's just an energy blast with a different color.
Yeah, that's, man. I feel like that's always been kind of my bigger issue with Dragon Ball. It's like all the stuff just looks the same. It's like, I feel like you as a kid, it's like, okay, you have like energy ball that you drop on people. You have like energy blast, multi-energy blast, and you have the beam, and that's really about it. Like, sometimes someone will just make a big explosion, it'll be an AoE, and it's like, okay, sure. And Vegito has the energy sword, and it's the coolest, most unique thing ever. And like freaking Gotenks, and both of those forms do nothing and basically never get used in the original series. Yeah, if they use solo one tactics, they'd eventually win. Yeah, exactly.
Krillin's Destructo Disc is easily the most powerful move ever created in Dragon Ball. And that's a problem because it never works on anything, because it can't work on anything, because if it did, the problem would be solved.
The most effective thing Destructo Disc has ever done is Frieza through it and cut himself in half with it.
Yeah. Even when Krillin tried to use it to cut off Vegeta's tail in Great Ape form, like he missed. Or
Jeez.
he didn't. It's less that he missed and more that Vegeta dodged, but still.
Yeah, at least he felt like he had to dodge.
Yeah. Heck, even Nappa at first is like, oh yeah, that's cute, whatever. And then Vegeta's like, get out of the way, idiot.
Vegeta's like, oh yeah, Nappa, catch it with your teeth.
Okay, but if we're talking actual Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta was actually worried. He was just like, yo, move, you fool.
Yeah.
It's like, that will kill you.
Man, it's hilarious to think that Destructo Disc is its most devastating against its own user. It's more dangerous to the person throwing it than to anyone else.
So you know what's the craziest thing about the Destructo Disc? Yeah. It's like, okay, it's super like dangerous, and so the enemy's always going to avoid it. Of course, that makes sense. You know what technique Krillin is also known for that he stole from another character?
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
The solar flare.
That would be a perfect time to use it. That'd be
solar
so
flare,
devastating.
They're blinded, set up the Destructo Disc, throw it. Krillin never tries this.
Yeah, can't you, like, control where it goes or boomerang it around or something?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure that's just something you can do with Ki in Dragon Ball Z. It's just something not a lot of people do.
Throw the Destructo Disc, then solar flare them, and now they don't know which direction it's coming from.
Yeah, that's a good point too. You could start with the Destructo Disc and then flash them and then pull the thing around to hit them.
Have that like, Destructo Disc mix-up. Do you block forward or back? I don't know. The screen is, like, just nothing.
So here's my thing with that. I'd be able to forgive the fact that he, like, the thing is he never even tries it. I'd be okay if he tried it. He tried the solar flare and he threw the Destructo Disc and they still dodged it. You know how? The Destructo Disc is noisy.
Ooh, yeah, all right. That makes sense.
That thing is very loud. So if you could hear it coming, you could theoretically just, like, I don't know, fly straight up and you'd probably avoid it.
Listen, this is where Krillin has to create a new technique, and all it does is just make a really loud noise that pops your ears for a few seconds.
I mean, you could probably do that with Ki, just make a Ki explosion that's really loud.
Krillin just runs into the fight. He's wearing, like, just earmuffs to just, like, deafen himself. And they're like, wait, but why? And he just like, throws he throws an energy ball and it just explodes next to their face. It just makes a shitload of noise. And they're just on the ground screaming in pain. And he just solar flares and uses Destructo Disc. And it's dodge this, idiot.
Yeah. But yeah, Guapamon kind of has a Destructo Disc.
Oh man, Krillin just walks into a fight. You know what won't protect you with Ki? Flashbangs.
Yeah. Like,
he just has a bag of flashbangs he throws at people.
It's so frustrating with the Destructo Disc because he does land it on someone at one point. He landed on Cell.
Yeah.
And it's like, so here's the thing. Even if it had worked, it wouldn't have killed him. But because, like, Cell can just regenerate. But also, like, he throws a Destructo Disc at the back of Cell's neck, and he's just not even paying attention to it. It just breaks on his neck, and it's like, oh.
Isn't that scene anime only or something?
Maybe. I don't care. I've only seen the anime. Anything that's in the anime might as well be canon to me.
The goofy thing is, if he did cut his head off, that would have just made the problem worse, because then Cell will have become stronger. Because he gets the Zenkai boost, he gets that power up from nearly dying.
Yeah, Cell's busted. Cell's busted as heck.
That's why we love him.
The freaking explanation for why he comes back as Perfect Cell is ridiculous. It's like, oh yeah, I blew up into a billion pieces, but a single cell survived, and it had retained the information that I was perfect, and so that's how I reformed. It's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. Dragon Ball writing is not good.
Fine, whatever.
We love it, but it's like, boy. Oh man, is there anything else to really say about this? They go through the portal, they go to the human world. Guapamon is a good boy, like.
Yeah, they run away from another blast from Merukimon and barely jump through the portal to escape it.
I think it is worth knowing the portal is literally right behind Merukimon's throne, which honestly makes way too much sense, because when Biomon, like, broke out of the egg, evolved, and ran off, like,
he just flew behind the throne.
Yeah, he just flew behind the throne, just broke through the wall, and then he's just in the human world. And it's like, oh, alright, yeah, that's exactly where he needed to go.
Also, did the old man escape with them or did he stay? Because I don't remember seeing him.
I think he went with them, but I don't remember for sure.
Time for them real meat of the story next week. Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Alright, yeah.
Hopefully same with Ghost Game.
Yeah. Next week should be a really good one, I hope. So yeah, anything else we really want to say about this?
Nah, that's all I had.
Nah? Alright, yeah, fair enough.